Okay, cool. Are y'all ready for some comedy?
Yeah. Woo!
Are y'all ready for some comedy?
Yeah!
Let me hear it. All right. This first comedian coming to the stage, put your hands together right now for Chris Koskolowski.
Let's give it up for Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. Proud graduate of Bookworm Phonics. You got my name right. Yeah, my name is Chris Kostelevsky. As a kid, I lost a spelling bee because I couldn't even spell my own name. Yeah, it actually is a Russian word, means most likely to be auto-corrected. I typed my name into a Google search and it said, "Did you mean colonoscopy?" Well, I probably need one, but I'm going to pass, thank you. I don't appreciate unsolicited medical advice, especially from Google. Yeah, my last name has 11 letters, like most technical drug names. My name also has side effects like those do as well. Failure to get mail, getting picked on in school. My daughter said, "You should just shorten your name, Dad. You should just call yourself Crisco." Well, that is shortening. Yeah, back in high school, I was known as Costco. I was Costco before there was a Costco. And I had good quality weed at reasonable prices. Some people would come over to my place, they want free samples. I go, no free samples. Some people want to buy in bulk, a big kilo of weed, whatever. I was a good weed dealer. Not anymore. Too old for that. I live in a senior community. I don't take weed, I just take Metamucil. Nice to be here. Today's my 32nd anniversary of my divorce. After I got divorced, my daughter said, "Dad, I want you to go on that TV show, Who Wants to Marry My Dad?" I go, "How about that other show? Dad just wants to get laid." And my kids were always trying to set me up, give me dating advice all the time. I remember one time we were in line at Boston Market, and there's this very attractive, tall woman, long black hair, beautiful. My daughter started poking me. She said, "Dad, she's perfect. Look at her." And then she turned around, and my son goes, "Her nose is bigger than yours, Dad." Those are my kids. I remember now when I fill out my will, all those things they said to me. I do live in a senior community, but where I live, it's unassisted living, because I can still wipe myself. There's no Netflix and chill where I live. It's just Matlock and pills. Yeah, here's the thing. I try to avoid the senior center there. I avoid it because all people do is complain about their ailments. I don't want to hear it. I don't complain about mine. I don't want to hear yours. I'm going to get sick. I got psychosomatically sick when my ex-wife was pregnant. I got morning sickness. It's not a good thing. You know, here's the nice thing about complaining. When you get old, you get hair coming out of your ears. I let it grow out because it does muffle the sound of whining. You know, they play a lot of bingo where I live. You know, the favorite bingo call in my community is B9. No cancer. No. It's humor, folks. I'm old. I deal with my age. Yeah, it's nice to be here. You guys are great. You know, I just got my driver's license renewed. And I got my license in the mail, and I looked at it, and I go, you know what? I'm going to expire before my license does. But on a positive note, at least I won't have to wait in line at DMV anymore. Velveeta has a longer shelf life than I do. You guys do any dating? You guys do internet dating? Have you tried it?
Tried it.
I tried it.
Yeah.
Not very good at it. The first one I did was at Match.com. And they had this deal. They said, if you don't find that special someone in 6 months or less, you get 6 months for free. I got 6 years for free. I should have listened to my mom. My mom used to tell me, she said, if you play with a match, you're going to get burned. It's true. I also found out that match is actually an acronym. Meet another terribly confused human. I did have some interesting dates, though. I had one date, I met this woman, and she turned out to be a cutter. She was slicing her arm. So I canceled the date to Benihana's. I'm glad we didn't get serious, because I would have had to hide all my cutlery in my apartment. And I can't afford all those Band-Aids. And then there was another woman, she was like a Christian woman, a very proper woman. And then all of a sudden she started spouting profanity, like a truck driver. I took her on a date to see an exorcist. The power of Christ compels you. And one day, I was driving in my town, and I see this woman at a crosswalk, and she's screaming and flailing her arms in the air. And I go, where do I know that woman from? Where do I know her from? Oh yeah, Wacky Lunatic 47 at Match.com. The worst one was eHarmony, the Christian one. eHarmony was bad. I got actually the 29 levels of dimensions of compatibility, something like that. You fill out the survey. I got a rejection letter from Neil Clark Warren. He says, I don't think we can help you. I think you should try Penny Saver. A Craigslist. Yeah, I'm not going to find a date. I'm going to find a beat-up old couch I can lay on. But here's the thing. Neil Clark Warren, he's telling me to find that special someone in my life, my soulmate. He can't decide on one first name. Thank you. I was the heaviest baby born in California in 1952. That's my claim to fame. Yeah. I was a 13-pound natural birth. You women are going into contractions right now. 13 pounds. That's like, there's nothing natural about that. That's like giving birth to a bowling ball. I'm surprised I wasn't named Boyd or Brunswick. And my mom, she never let me forget about this. She called me up. You must put me in here. If you were a woman, you wouldn't be able to handle the pain you put me through. Mom, if I was a woman, I'd never get pregnant in the first place. With this face and my last name, I'm kind of screwed for life. I just got the nicest birthday card, though, from Rose Hill Cemetery. It said, wishing you were here. We'll be seeing you soon. And I know you won't. I am half Jewish. I'm not paying for a hole in the ground that nobody's going to visit. I'm not spending thousands of dollars. For $17, I got a do-it-yourself cremation kit. Ziploc bag, charcoal briquettes, lighter fluid, matches, and a mayonnaise jar, for the ashes. But here's the thing. I'm not using the mayo jar. I'm using the Folgers can I used to keep my weed in. That was the best part of waking up. You care less about the coffee. I just don't know, how do you do a self-cremation? I don't know any Tibetan monks. Do you have any leads on a Tibetan monk for me? Here's the other thing. I always get hit up. At my age, I get hit up for all kinds of stuff, emails every day, trying to sell me something. Neptune Society and Trident Society. They're the ones that take your ashes, put them in the ocean. I'm going with the Flush It Society. Still goes to the ocean. It's like a Viking funeral, no boat. With that cremation kit, though, they sent me a CD. 12 groups from the 60s and 70s doing When Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. I'm playing that at my celebration of life. I'm gonna make sure I get it filmed because that'll be my posthumous special on Netflix. My children, a couple of years ago, they sent me a birthday card. It said, "Happy birthday, Dad. Best dad ever. We love you. Have you filled out your will yet?" So for Christmas that year, I sent them the Christmas card. "Merry Christmas. Love you guys. I'm working on the will right now. I'm sending all the money to the Pomona Cat Shelter." Because my kids are dog people. I knew that would piss them off. Ever since then, the cards have gotten better. This year, I got a really nice card, and I got a gift. My kids sent me a Fitbit. One part of this looks even a bit fit. I'm Chris Kostelewski. Thank you very much.